right, we'll get started here in just a second. Okay, there goes YouTube. I'm going to run to the YouTube app really quick. I'm going to do a search for Theology Central. Theology Central. Maybe I can find it. That's not our broadcast. That's not our broadcast. There we are. Okay, test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Come on, come on. Theology Central. Okay, I can hear it. Can find it. I think we sound good there. That's not. I'm gonna close YouTube. Go back here. Go here. Go to webcast. We're gonna get started here in just a second. Be patient. I think we sound good there. That's not. I'm gonna close. All right, now we just wait, and we will begin this late night broadcast. And this is going to be maybe one of the latest late night broadcasts I've ever done, but that's okay. We're going to do this. Hopefully it will be beneficial. Hopefully we can get something accomplished here. We'll give it a couple of seconds. I don't know if anybody will, I doubt anyone's going to be tuning in to listen to me at this late hour, but that's okay. I've got a lot to say. All right. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Looking at our world from a theological perspective, this is the Theology Central Podcast, making theology central.
Good evening, everyone. It is Friday, June the 27th, 2025. It is currently 11:49 p.m. Central Time, and I'm coming to you live from the Theology Central studio located right here in Abilene, Texas. Now, I know it's almost midnight, so this is a late night broadcast. And really, it's probably going to have that kind of a vibe of a late night broadcast because I'm sitting here in the studio and all the lights are off. The only thing here is the light of the computer screen and the light of the iPad next to me. And I was kind of just sitting here in the dark studio late at night, just kind of thinking, about all kinds of things, life, good things, bad things, pain, difficulty, just, having those late night kind of thoughts. And then I'm like, well, what should I do? And I thought about picking up the sermon audio app and maybe listening to some sermons. Then I thought, you know what I'll do? I'll just go turn on the microphone, go live, and maybe just choose random sermons and listen to them for a few minutes and offer comment and just kind of do that. But I'm like, by the time I'm done, am I really going to accomplish anything? How many sermons would I actually make it through? I mean, if I review one for 15 or 20 minutes, well, that's 15, 20 minutes of the sermon. And that could be 45 minutes to an hour of talking. So I don't even think I would probably get more. I don't think I would even get through more than one sermon. So in my mind, it would be like, oh, this will be fun. We'll just kind of go through all the new sermons being added to sermon audio in the last 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and we'll just discuss them. But I'm like, I don't think that's really going to accomplish anything. So I just kept sitting here, and I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Because then that feeling of it being late, maybe too late. Maybe it's reached that point where it's too late. Is there such a thing as being too late? I don't know. But it starts reaching that kind of hour where the world kind of quiets down. And there's no question about it. If I just sit here right now, it is quiet even outside. Now, the neighborhood dog was barking about 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. Who knows what was disturbing it? There's a cat that kind of wanders around the neighborhood. Maybe the cat got too close. Who knows? The dog heard something and it was barking. But this is that kind of hour. I mean, for me, I love being up late at night. I love being up late at night. I love it. I love it. I love it because everything does quiet way down. There's a feeling that kind of starts coming over me when it becomes late at night. And I've had this feeling and this kind of idea. I mean, I don't know if it's an idea. I guess I'll call it a feeling. Basically my whole life, even as a little kid, I loved when everybody went to bed and I was just laying there in the dark. I loved it. 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I've never loved, I hate sleep. I love being up late at night. I hate sleep. But when everything quiets down, when everything around you gets quiet, the world slows down in a sense and you're up late at night. Again, there's a feeling. But the one thing I've always noticed, at least for me, is that my mind never quiets down. Never at all. It never quiets down. In fact, it kind of speeds up in some ways because everything around me quiets down. So the mind just becomes more, I don't know, aware of everything, my feelings, my thoughts. It just, maybe things I would not be even considering, all of those thoughts come rushing in. So while everyone else is asleep right now, well, the world is pretty much asleep right now. I mean, not the world. Here in the United States of America, most people, a large percentage of the people are asleep. I hate when I say most or all because, I can't really quantify that I can't really qualify that in any way, shape, or form. But a lot of people right now are asleep. I would say 99% of the people who listen to this podcast on a regular, consistent basis they're long asleep. They will see this in the morning. All right. In fact, it will be morning by the time I'm probably done. And as usual, it's late at night and I'm wide awake. And my mind is not quieting down. It's kind of speeding up. And I was just, like I said, I was sitting here in a dark studio just thinking. Again, maybe sermons. I was kind of just scrolling through things, staring at things, just sitting here in the dark. And then these words started coming to my mind. Please stay. I want you. I need you. Oh God. Please stay. I want you. I need you. Oh God. Now, maybe you know what those words are from. You may think, oh, wow, that's amazing for someone to say, please stay. I want you. I need you. Oh God. But they're not saying it maybe in the way you may think or be perceiving because you're like, oh, this is a theology podcast. That's like some kind of a prayer he's thinking. That's some kind of Christian song he was thinking. No, that's not what I'm quoting. Because those words, please stay, I want you, I need you, oh God. Those words in my mind, I hear in the voice of Benson Boone. And whenever you hear him sing those words, please stay, I want you, I need you. At least for me, most of the time, those words don't just fill my headphones. They don't just fill the room. I think they typically hit something inside of me. And maybe not always, but I think the words that I'm quoting here, the words sung by Benson Boone, these words I think really hit something inside of me when I hear them late at night. Because when you hear the words, these are words that are not just part of a love song. In some ways, It's a prayer whispered in fear. Please stay. I want you. I need you, oh God. It's a prayer almost whispered in fear. Now, is the fear about losing God? Well, we're going to find out. In a sense, these words kind of capture that feeling of what it would feel like to finally have something beautiful, to finally have it, and be terrified out of your mind that you might just lose it. So tonight, as the world winds down, I think we're past the world winding down right at this now. As much of the United States is beyond winding down, many of them, most people, a lot of people are fast asleep. As the world sleeps, I'm going to sit here in this dark studio and I'm going to unpack this moment and this song from which these words, please stay, I want you, I need you, oh God, are taken from. Do we call it a moment? Do we call it a song? Do we call it a confession? Now, this is going to be another episode in our Song of the Summer series, where we kind of step out of the world of the theological, maybe, and the biblical, and the sermon, church history, hermeneutics. We step out of that, the biblical hermeneutics, we step out of that world, and we enter into the flow of the culture by listening to what the world is listening to. And the particular song that we have in front of us is Beautiful Things by Benson Boone. Beautiful Things by Benson Boone. I think currently it's number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. It's been there for a while. There are a lot of other songs that have dominated the charts. Ordinary by, I think, Alex Warren has gone back to number 1. Man Child by Sabrina Carpenter has dropped back to number 2. So Ordinary has gone back to number 1. We've already reviewed that, and much of the top 10, we've already looked at it to some level. So this is number 10. We haven't looked at this song. And I'm very, very familiar with Beautiful Things by Benson Boone. I cannot even begin to calculate how many times I've heard the song. And sometimes I've given it much thought. Sometimes I just kind of sing along with it and I don't give it much thought. But the words came to my mind sitting here in the dark studio. So we're going to try to unpack it. We're going to try to discuss it. So, the song is Beautiful Things by Benson Boone. We're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss it. We're going to look at it. And hopefully, it'll be beneficial. Now, how are we going to do this? Well, first, we'll start with kind of a lyrical breakdown and offer an interpretation. In a sense, we step out of the world of biblical hermeneutics, and now we take our hermeneutical skills and we take them to the world of popular music. So we'll try to break it down. We'll discuss, I think the song kind of leads to a crisis of faith, and then we'll look at some of the main takeaways we can take away from the song, and then I'll probably end by reading all of the lyrics. I always debate on how much of the lyrics do I just look at certain lines. I always go through because just reading all of it, but we'll kind of do a mixture of things, and we will see. It's after midnight now here in West Texas. That means it's even later in some places, earlier in other places, but this is the perfect time. All the lights are out. So let's discuss it. Are you ready? Let's begin with verse 1, or at least part of verse 1. For a while there, it was rough. But lately, I've been doing better than the last 4 cold Decembers I recall. Now, the song starts being very honest, very real. For a while there, it was rough. So there's a sense of something is currently better, but it's very much an honest assessment that, hey, for a while there, things were not so good. It was rough. But lately, I've been doing better than the last 4 cold Decembers. Obviously, for the last 4 cold Decembers, things haven't been very good for him, but things have gotten better. So in a sense, the song begins with offering context. He's acknowledging personal pain. Now remember, whenever we talk about songs, now sometimes I will look up and try to find out what the songwriter has said about the song, but whether it's something that he's talking about, something he's truly experienced, or he's just created a character, and the song simply is telling the story of this character he's created. Sometimes I don't care either way. I don't care how much of it is coming from their real life or how much of it isn't. I just enter into the story of the song and then try to feel and live that. So the character in this song is beginning, he's confessing, he's giving us context, and he's acknowledging his personal pain and seasons worse than this one. He's like, okay, now seems to be good, but things have not been good recently. All right. He's been through, and he uses this phrase, 4 cold Decembers. And I think that's kind of symbolic. I think it may have actually been some really bad Decembers, but I think it can also serve kind of as a symbolic idea of deep emotional winters. But it may actually be referencing some really bad Decembers. But for anybody listening to a song, that's one of the beautiful things about music and poetry. There's a sense of you can take it and apply it to your life. So I don't know what's happened. How has been the last 4 Decembers in your life? And it doesn't have to be December. It could be 4 miserable summers, 4 painful winters. So he starts with context, acknowledging pain and difficulty that seemed to have lasted for a pretty good length of time. But now he's coming into the light. That sounds hopeful. That sounds optimistic. All right. I'm happy for you, right? Things are going better for him. And then we get this line. And I see my family every month. Well, that sounds good. I found a girl my parents love. Well, that's good. She'll come and stay the night, and I think I might have it all. Wow. Good for him. That sounds wonderful. Right? He gets to see his family every month. That means they have not died. He's got a girl that they love. Well, that's wonderful. So you're not going to have any conflict about his relationship. She's going to come and stay the night. Well, that's wonderful. That means he has some kind of intimacy. So he has relationship. He has intimacy. Wow. Things are going really good. And he even admits, I think I might have it all. From 4 cold, miserable Decembers, things were rough, but now he might have it all. And now, again, your emotional reaction to this may go one of 2 ways, and we'll talk about that. These lines in the song seem to be, I think it's fair to say, expressing or exploring, maybe we should say it that way, normal, tangible blessings. And those are normal and tangible for a lot of people. Family, right? Being able to do things together. So we'll call it family, activity, community, right? In the sense that you're doing things with people. Oh, romantic relationship, staying the night, intimacy. I mean, these are for many people very normal and very tangible blessings. And if you have those normal, tangible blessings, you should be eternally grateful for them. In fact, you could say he's got reconciliation because maybe the things were going bad and he wasn't being able to have any contact with his family. Maybe he's reconciled with his family. He's got approval now. That's good. And he's got presence. He's got someone, they're present, and he's got love, and he's got some form of romance and some form of intimacy. Yet, though, this is what makes the song somewhat interesting. even here, there seems to be caution. I think I might have it all. There's gratitude, but don't you hear a little bit of uncertainty? For a while there, it was rough, but lately I've been doing better than the last 4 cold Decembers I recall. And I see my family every month. I found a girl my parents love. She'll come and stay the night, and I think I might have it all. There's a little bit of uncertainty there. Like, wait, it sounds like you've got everything, but he's like, I think I might have it all. Well, that's kind of interesting. It's not like, I know I have it all. I am grateful I have it all. No, it's like, I think I might have it all. It's like, where is the uncertainty coming from? Then he goes on and he sings this line. And I thank God every day for the girl he sent my way. Now he brings in God. Hey, things were bad, but now he's thinking God. God has sent this girl his way. So now he has this love, he has this intimacy, and he's thanking God for it. This seems to be a clear expression of faith, anchored in stewardship, seeing this relationship as a divine gift. I thank you that you sent her my way. Parents love her. She's going to stay the night, clearly indicating some form of intimacy. I mean, he's thanking God for her. But then we get this line, and I don't know exactly what we do with this, right? Because in the midst of singing all of that, things were bad, but look at how good things are now. But there seems to be a little of uncertainty. What's causing the uncertainty? He sings this line. But I know the things he gives me. Now he's referring to God. I know the things, all the things that he just listed in that first verse. All of those things, family, presence, relationship, all of it, intimacy. I know the things he gives me, he can take away. Just like that. So is that what's causing the uncertainty? I think I may have it all. Does he really believe he has it all? Or is what he's concerned with is, I think I may have it all, but I know that at any moment it can be taken away. Is he so now concerned about it being taken away that he can't enjoy what he currently has? This seems to be like a sobering pivot back to reality. He knows gifts are gifts, and they can be revoked. He seems to accept that God is the one who gives the gift, but he also seems to acknowledge God is the one who can take away the gift. This song, Beautiful Things, seems to be a song that sets gratitude and fear side by side. Gratitude and fear. Now, I don't know what thoughts you may have late at night sitting in a dark studio. I don't know if you've ever done that, okay? But if you're sitting in the dark studio or in a dark room, do you have gratitude and fear side by side? Have you experienced both? What contradictory feelings do you struggle with late at night? There seems to be great gratitude here, but there seems to be great fear. He continues, and I hold you every night. That's a feeling I want to get used to. But there's no man as terrified as the man who stands to lose you. Now that's beautiful in one way. Hey, I hold you every night, but there is no man on earth that can be as fearful as the man who stands the chance of losing you. To me, that's beautiful. Some may say that's codependent, and some could criticize it. But he seems to know this is how bad things were. Now that I got you, I want to hold you, and I don't want to lose you. See, intimacy brings warmth. Intimacy brings comfort, pleasure, satisfaction, contentment. Brings you all of those actual human needs to be fulfilled. Oh, but it also makes you so very vulnerable. Because once you have it, once you accept, now you can take it for granted. He's definitely not taking this for granted. And maybe the reason he's not taking it for granted is because he's just come out of 4 very cold Decembers that have not been very good. He's come through a very rough time. And so now he's got this. He's there laying at night. He's not laying in the bed alone. He's laying with her, this woman that he believes God has given him, and he's clinging to her. But he knows no man is as terrified as the man who stands to lose you. Intimacy has wonderful benefits, but it makes you so very vulnerable. Because now his joy, his pleasure, his contentment, his satisfaction is tethered now to the risk of losing the very source of all of those wonderful feelings. And he knows to lose it will put him right back into 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 very cold, depressing, lonely, painful, horrible Decembers. He continues in the song, "Oh, I hope I don't lose you." I mean, this is like he's laying there. You can almost picture him holding her late at night, and his mind is just like, oh man, I hope I don't lose you. It's like, I don't think it's like almost like he's whispering it. It goes from, what's kind of interesting, this goes from like gratitude to almost a plea, almost a confession of fear. I hope I don't lose you. The song continues, kind of moving to the chorus. Now, that, "Oh, I hope I don't lose you," kind of serves as the bridge, I think, from a musical perspective. I don't have it completely broken down musically, but you get the idea. The chorus, "Please stay. I want you. I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Please stay. I want you. I need you, oh God." It's like he's saying it to her, but it's almost he's crying out to God. And why is he crying out to God? Because he knows God is the one who gave these things, and he's already confessed. He knows God can take them. So in a sense, he's really referring to God here, in one sense. But please stay. I want you. I need you. That's not referring to God. It's to this woman that he's holding in his arms. Don't take. That's directed, clearly directed at God, if I can speak correctly. That's clearly directed to God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Now, he's going now, he says beautiful things, plural, going beyond just her. Hey, all of these things, don't take them away. In a sense, he's addressing both the partner, the woman that he's holding in his arms, and he's addressing God. I don't think this is manipulation. I don't think it could be considered emotional manipulation. I don't believe it is. It's worshiping love as a sacred gift. It echoes maybe this idea of biblical dependence and the tension of human fragility. We're fragile. We're weak. Oh, please don't take. This is kind of a haunting echo that kind of closes the emotional loop. It almost feels like it's unfinished and open-ended. Please don't take. He's like, can't even bring himself to say there, just please don't take. Just don't do it. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Don't take them away. Please don't. Now, it's crazy. He's laying there with her, but he's like, please don't take this from me. Now, on one hand, do people take what they have for granted? Do you lay in bed holding on? Please don't take. Please don't take. I think we have an attitude, it's never going to go away. And we take it for granted, right? I mean, we could turn this into a discussion about taking things for granted. Now, verse 2 begins this way. I found my mind. I'm feeling sane. It's been a while, but I'm finding my faith. Now, what's interesting, he's finding his faith because he's now been given the beautiful thing. Yeah, once you get the beautiful things, all of your faith comes back. Isn't that kind of convenient? And I know Christians don't like to admit that, but there's a lot of truth to that, right? We've talked about this in so many broadcasts and so many different times, right? When it's always good when you have this, and we've talked about it. You can look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs. When you find and again, it's a lot of times it's the younger couples, right? They're married. They're pursuing their careers. They may have just gotten a house. They've gotten a car. There's excitement in life. They're pursuing things. They have a purpose. They have health. They have intimacy. They haven't been married. Maybe they've been married for a while, but they still have intimacy. They have friendship. They have companionship. Many cases, their parents are still alive. They may have family. They may have extended family. They now maybe are in church and they have the friends from the church. They got friends. They got hobbies. They've got entertainment. They've got intimacy. They've got everything, and and sometimes they have such strong faith, and they will look at everyone else saying, all you need is Jesus. Jesus is all you need. If you have Jesus, you should be content with and you want to look at them going, you talk a big game now. You've got it all. You've got everything. Let me start taking some of those things away. Let me take this away. And let's see how many things you don't have. And then all of a sudden, their faith, they don't sound so. No, it's easy to get your faith back when you get all the beautiful things back. So he seems to acknowledge that when he was going through that difficult time, faith wasn't so much. And we can all be honest with that. I just think sometimes we're not honest. I just think sometimes it's certain people in certain situations who talk such a big game about their faith and talk such a big game about God being all you need. And it's like, God is all you need because you've got all you need. Let me take all that you need away. And when you're only left with God, we'll see if God is enough. And people will say, yes, he is. Talk a big game. Everybody talks a big game. But here, I do love his honesty here. Hey, I found my mind and I'm feeling sane. Why is he finding his mind? Why is he feeling sane? Because all the beautiful things have been restored. It's been a while, but I'm finding my faith. See, it's been a while. Yeah, when it was going through those cold Decembers. In a sense, he's healed mentally and now he's healed spiritually. His foundation is mending. If everything's good and it's great, why do I sit and wait till it's gone? Now we hear a little bit of confusion. That things are better, all this is better, but he's a little perplexed. Everything is good and it's great. why do I sit and wait until it's gone? He admits to anxiety. He's waiting for the storm, even in the sunshine. Has it become a spiritual habit of mistrust? Is it just he's so can't believe he has the beautiful things, he's just waiting for them to be taken away? And then we kind of have a second bridge here. Oh, I tell you, I know I've got enough. I've got peace and I've got love. But I'm up at night thinking, I just might lose it all. So this makes it perfect for a late night discussion. Now, look, he's confessing. I've got enough. I've got enough. I've got peace. I've got love. He's got intimacy. He's got it all. But where do we find him? Where do we find the character in the song? Up late at night, up early morning, 12:23 a.m., as I'm currently talking to you from a dark studio, all alone, sitting here alone in this dark studio. Well, he's up early somewhere. And what he's thinking is, I might just lose it all. I might just lose everything. And you're like, man, on one hand, you feel bad for him. You're like, go back to bed. Hold her. Don't let go. But he's up going, I might lose all of this. I might lose all of this. I might lose all of this. I'll state it this way, since it's a little after midnight. He's acknowledging, it's an acknowledgement of sufficiency, but yet fear prevails at midnight. I think this is a little bit of emotional and spiritual realism. He's being real. He's being honest with you. I think there's some key themes here. Gratitude amid, what would he call this? It definitely is gratitude. There's gratitude shown here. I was going to put gratitude amid scarcity, but I don't know if I want to go with that word, because in a sense, he's got gratitude, but I don't know if he had the gratitude. I don't think he had the gratitude during those dark, cold winters. He's got gratitude now that the beautiful things have been given back to him. He's praising God because in some ways, maybe I should say it this way. Gratitude is strong when you've gone without. So he's praising God because he experienced drought. He experienced famine. That makes his Thanksgiving raw. And it's not just sentimental. It's not just sentimentality. It's not sentimentality. It's raw. It's real because he's experienced drought and famine. Until you've truly experienced drought and famine, until you've truly experienced that, I don't think you even know what gratitude even is. It's when you have the biblical concepts. Who loves much? Those who've been forgiven much. Who is the most grateful and have the greatest gratitude? Those who've gone the longest without. If you've had this and 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 had this, I'm not saying you won't have any gratitude. Come on now. Right? If you've had a meal 3 times a day for a year, maybe just some things are interrupted in that, but basically averaging out, you had basically 3 meals a day. Throw in some possibly snacks and extra things, and you've had it every day. At the end of the year, how grateful are you really are for that food? You can tell me you're grateful, but how grateful are you? Now, find someone who spent a year not even knowing where their next meal comes from, going dangerously close to starvation over and over and just get a little nibble, get a little bite. Tell me and by the end of the year, now they get 3 meals a day. Oh, let me tell you, they're going to have tears in their eyes. They're going to be overflowing with gratitude. So his gratitude seems to stem from the fact that he went through these times of not having. There's a tension here of gift and risk. The song's emotional arc moves from blessing to vulnerability. Love is sweet, but he seems to be very familiar that it's fragile. Why? Because, well, he's been without. I think there's some psychological honesty here. I think anxiety is somewhat normal. Now, I know we're told not to be anxious about anything, but that's found in the Sermon on the Mount, which is law, which ultimately condemns us because we worry and have anxiety and take thought of all kinds of things over and over and over. And especially in the Sermon on the Mount, it's like, don't even take thought of the most basic things. And well, you do, you do. And it's law to show us. We could get into a whole discussion and how people misinterpret the Sermon on the Mount. But I think there's some psychological honesty here. Anxiety is normal, even with enough. Even when you have enough, there can be worry and anxiety. Why do I sit and wait till it's gone? I think that rings true for anyone. I think anyone who's been burned before, anyone who's been hurt before, anyone who's gone without before, anyone who's been broken and torn into 15 million pieces, once you get something, I think all you can think about is losing it again and having to go back to what you once experienced. And you may be very difficult for you ever to truly enjoy what you have because you are having a hard time ever getting over all of the trauma of what you did not have. There's kind of a spirituality in the song. He names both God and relationship in his heart. It's not one or the other. For him, it's both. And it's kind of a universal prayer kind of been lifted in the song. We all hold beautiful things. Well, do we all hold beautiful things? Or I'm going to say, to those who hold beautiful things. The song reminds everyone who holds beautiful things to thank God, cherish them deeply, and pray for protection without paranoia. Some may say the song is a picture of worship that includes trembling, not due to the fear of God, but the fear of losing his gifts. But does the song kind of slowly build towards a subtle, but kind of a deeply emotional crisis of faith? It's definitely wrapped up in soft melodies and tender gratitude. I don't know. There's kind of a haunting undercurrent of fear and fragility running through every line. I think fear and fragility and how fragile everything can be, I think it runs through every single line. And again, it probably depends on the time that you hear it. If I was to listen, listening to it now, in a dark studio by yourself, it may make you feel something different than when you listen to it in the middle of the day. And music does that. It hits you at different times. But I think there's kind of a crisis of faith in the song. I think there is. I think there is. I'll kind of take you to my crisis of faith with it, but we'll just kind of explore some different possible aspects of it. All right. I think we can all agree the song begins in recovery mode, as we've already pointed out. For a while there, it was rough, but lately I've been doing better. All right. There's the upward arc. He's no longer in despair. He's reconnected with